I'd like to be under the sea in an octopus's garden in the shade.
Hey Panthers, we're out here in my garden. We're going to plant a vegetable garden together. I am disappointed we were not able to plant the vegetable garden that we were going to work on at our school, but we get to work on the one here. So, let's get started.
Yes, let's get started. Here's some of the tools that I'm going to use while we plant this garden. Here's the plants we're going to plant. There's some peppers, some herbs, and some tomatoes. This is the raised bed. We're going to plant most of the peppers there. It's kind of like a large pot. And we're going to plant the tomatoes here right straight into the ground. I'm going to work on it using this yellow tool. So what we do to aerate the soil, I'm going to add garden soil to it so that there's more nutrients for my plants. And then you take it and you turn it so that the soil's a little bit loose. So we're going to loosen up the soil, and then we're going to add some garden soil and some potting soil. But while I was aerating the soil, look what I found. So I found these lurking in my garden. I believe they're June bug larvae, and I have extracted them because I'm aware that they eat the roots of the plants. I'm not sure if they're edible or not, but at this time I'm not planning on eating them. In case you're wondering. Oh, they're trying to escape. I also found this cute little lizard and some earthworms, which are good for the soil. So I've been playing with creatures all day. Right here I have a handful of earthworms. I extracted them from the bottom of my garden so that when I added soil, they would be more near the top. And I'm considering making an episode of how to eat fried worms. Just kidding. And then we're going to add the garden soil. So the potting soil goes in the raised bed because it's kind of like a giant pot. And the garden soil goes in the garden that I'm going to plant straight in the ground. So now I've arranged the plants where we're going to want to plant them. And those are mostly peppers. And here are the tomatoes we're going to plant straight into the ground. So I'm going to plant this tomato. So when you plant a plant, you dig a hole. It's about the size of the pot it's in. Then you very carefully pull it out of the pot. And you set it in the hole. And you pack the dirt around it. Pretty nice and firm. So I'm taking this plant out of the container so I can plant it in the ground. This one's basil, and you can see the roots. That's how the plant gets water, and it gets the nutrients from the soil with the roots. And then the green leaves, you can see that is how the plant gets the energy from the sun and collects it and photosynthesizes it. So I'm going to plant this in the ground now. So our garden's finished. How's it look, Panthers? We have some really spicy peppers in the front. We have some herbs. There's thyme, and over there there's chives and basil. We have some jalapenos, some different sweet pepper plants, and 5 different tomato plants. So now we just need to chill and give it time to grow. Just make sure it gets lots of water and it's in a place to get good sun, and we made sure it was planted in fertile soil. Just remember, plants need sun, water, and soil. So I have one more surprise for you. We have this fun bucket right here. Oh my gosh, what are those? Oh my gosh, it's a whole bunch of ladybugs. Not only are the ladybugs pretty and fun to play with, but they're also good for the garden. They eat aphids, which eat the leaves of the plants. And we can call this the March of the Ladybugs. Look at them scrambling around getting out. Hopefully they'll stick around so they can eat all the bad bugs. We don't want the bad bugs. Ladybugs are good bugs. They eat the bad bugs that eat the plants. So we played with some creatures, we learned what plants need to grow, and we planted a garden. Have a great day, Panthers. See you soon.